But let's talk about Tulane here because, listen, Tulane, I listen. They went out. They got Jon Sumrall, the head coach from Troy. Now, all I gotta say is, after Willie Fritz left Tulane for Houston, I think most people were like, "All right, Tulane, see ya. You're going back to irrelevance. Like, I hope you enjoyed your 2 years of relevance." And then they pulled this off, and I'm like, "Whoa, wait, what? What?"
Tulane's not playing, man, and I would not be
playing.
shocked. I would not be shocked if Tulane finds themselves as like a member of the Big 12 in the next cycle, the next 6-7 years, because that is definitely a program that has shown with this hire that they are committed to football and they want to move up in the world. I think Tulane is definitely a team, and they are in the New Orleans market, which the Big 12 does not have a foothold in. I think that is going to be a prime expansion target in the future, which is a whole nother topic for a whole nother video. But yes, Jon Sumrall, good job, Tulane Green Wave. Let's grade it, man. Let's grade it. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to jump out here. I'm going to throw my grade out, man. I'm going to go solid A-. Given the circumstances for what Tulane had, I think this is a great hire. I don't think Tulane could have hired anyone better that they could have realistically have gotten. And just like you said, I share the same sentiment. I was like, oh, Tulane, oh man, they just lost Fritz. They just lost Pratt. Oh, see ya, Tulane. Goodbye. But not only did they get a guy who's a proven winner at Troy, who's been consistently competing for the Sun Belt, like basically every year.
I mean, he won the Sun Belt every year. He was at the Sun Belt for 2 years, and he won it both years.
Exactly.
Like,
so
he literally won the league 2 years in a row.
And Troy's in Alabama, for those of you that don't know. So just in this little sundown town in Alabama, they're winning conference championships, and I'll say this much: they also are going ham in the portal, man. For a team like Tulane, they are getting some really, really talented pieces, like former 4-star guys. I mean, they're on the hunt, man. They are fighting to become relevant and make the playoffs. And I think they know with this expanded playoff, their chance is even greater than ever now. So invest in the coach, invest in the portal, start preparing to go for the playoffs, because your league, you're definitely one of the top dogs. It's definitely doable. 100% A-, given that the commitment from the administration, the coach, 100% A-. And
I'm gonna give this an A+. This is an A+. Like, I don't know, man. I look at this, I'm like, how is this not an A+? Like, it's Tulane. Like, for the same reasons you said it's Tulane, like, it's Tulane. You're not supposed to get guys like Jon Sumrall. Guys like Jon Sumrall are supposed to be taking the next Power 5 gig. They're supposed to be leveling up to the P5. I was very surprised when they got him, and it does show that, okay, wait a second, Tulane actually, now that, you know, SMU's gone, Houston, Cincinnati, UCF, etc., they're all gone, so now Tulane is sort of like the position to be one of the new premier programs in the G5 that can make noise and potentially be a team that can compete for that one, you know, college football playoff spot, maybe two if they don't change the rules. I don't know what the hell they're going to do with that, but anyways, they're now one of the premier G5 football programs, and like you said, it's a team that could potentially down the road a program that could be an expansion candidate for the Big 12. And they got the money, they're in the market, they kind of got the prestige here. Willie Fritz did a great job with them. They can get players in the portal.
They have some of the sexiest unis too, man.
Oh yeah. Oh, the unique color scheme combo, uniforms. I mean, like, they got it all. Like, I love the unique color scheme, by the way. I love when schools have,
you know unique. What?
That's a little side.
Scratch my A-. I'm going up to an A.
Oh, we're bumping it up. Let's go.
We're bumping it up. I was on the fence already between A and A-, and you know what? They really could not have done a better job. And you're right. And I think the thing that really sold me on bumping that up is how you said that Jon Sumrall should have been taking a Power 5 job. I 100% agree. And Tulane, I think, and this speaks back to what we talked about at the beginning. I think Tulane told Jon Sumrall, hey man, we're looking to bump up to Power 5. I think they're looking to get into that next wave of expansion. And I could definitely see either the Big 12 or the ACC fighting hard for Tulane. So we'll see.
And I love Jon Sumrall's background. Like, really quick before we cap off this video here for the Tulane Green Wave faithful, like, he's just a great coach. Like, 2 years at Troy, some of the best defenses in the entire Sun Belt. They had some of the best defenses in the entire G5. He went 11-2, then he went 12-2, won the Sun Belt hits both years at Troy. Keep in mind, we're talking about Troy. Like, this ain't like Western Kentucky or Appalachian State. They have a little bit more pedigree in the Sun. Like, this is Troy. Like, he did this at the Troy Trojans, and not some school that you just are automatically win at. You know what I mean? So overall, as a head coach, he's 23-4. I mean, it's a very small sample size, but early on, it's like Kalen DeBoer level of
that is true.
winning percentage.
That is true.
Very
good
early,
coach.
very early, granted.
But
But
the level of consistency at a lower level is what's impressive.
exactly,
Because it's not like you're just out recruiting everyone. You have like the same level of recruits.
in his background as a defensive coordinator at Kentucky, at grad assistant at Kentucky, he's a Kentucky alum. So if anything, I'm looking at this and I'm saying he played under Mark Stoops, who despite what Texas A&M fans think, Mark Stoops is one of the better coaches in all of college football because he wins at frickin' Kentucky. Kentucky is like used to be Vanderbilt. So he's learned under one of the best defensive coaches in the country. He's coordinated it. He won 2 Sun Belt championships at Troy. Like, this is a phenomenal hire. A+. Like, this guy shouldn't be at Tulane. He should be at schools like Kentucky or South Carolina or in Arizona or somebody like that. That's where he should be right now. So A+. Good
Absolutely.
job, Tulane.